All right. Well, Dave, third place in the Heather Bradshaw is always a pretty big accomplishment with the quality of teams you have in this tournament.
Finishing in the top four is nice. Going 3-1 is nice. I wish we could have won a couple more matches, especially in our semi this morning. We lost 5-0, but we lost two 10-point tiebreakers. So we had a competitive loss in our first match this morning, which doesn't make you feel any better. It just makes you wish the score looked a little bit differently. But from a coaching standpoint, we had a very good weekend, and it's just such an early time in the season that I always, at this point in the season, walk away from this event feeling very determined to improve in certain very specific ways, and so that's where we are. This is week 3 of 11, so we've got a ways to go.
Natalie looks more comfortable, maybe playing number 1 this year, second year doing that.
Totally.
I mean, she was really strong on her ground strokes and had some nice passing shots tonight and hitting the ball with a lot of power behind her ground strokes.
Natalie won the most improved player in the year last year in the conference for her improvement from her freshman to her sophomore year. And what I notice is kids who win that award once, could practically win it every single year because she's made another big jump last year as a sophomore to this year as a junior. Every phase of her game has improved, physically, emotionally, technically. Every part of her game has improved, and she's playing well. But she's still just barely done with half of her career. She has a whole senior year left, and most of this year left. So she's got a lot of tennis to play in her high school career. So I think it's a lot of fun to think about how good she could be, and she's playing great right now for sure.
Chloe and Maddie, I thought they had a good weekend too at number 2 doubles.
They did. They had a good win. Good win in their second match just now, and a tough loss this morning, where they had a match point and didn't close it out against a very good team from New Trier. So they were good enough to get to match point against a team with a legitimate shot to be a top 16 seed. So they're playing well, and they're both inexperienced in terms of how we play doubles. Maddie's obviously a transfer, but she's doing. We run maybe a slightly different system than what she's used to. So she's first year in our program, and Chloe's a freshman. So there's quite a lot of learning going on with those two girls. But they've had a lot of success, and they've shown real sparks of really great play. And so we're very encouraged with what we've seen from those two girls thus far, and very optimistic about the future.
Grace and Abby starting to find a little bit of chemistry. They said that they've been playing a lot together, and they're still trying to figure all that out. But different roles for them, maybe.
I don't think chemistry is the issue with those two. I think they get along very well. I think it's confidence, a few adjustments in their game technically, and I think they're playing very well. I think they're pretty much where they need to be. They're both dramatically better than they were last year. Abby is a much different, much better player than this year than she was last year at this time, and Grace is really dramatically improved also. And Grace, I think, is really, mentally in the best place she's ever been on the court, which is what you hope. She played so many varsity matches as a freshman.
Right.
Like we've got Grace Hackett out there right now, and Chloe, and those two girls are for the most part making it look easy. Of course there's some learning pains, but there's a big difference. 4 years of adolescence is so they come in basically as 8th graders. So.